JToH Famous Moments in History, where I'll show you the best moments that basically everyone in JToH would remember, and if you don't, you should remember them. Okay, so if you're an OSU fan and watch Aaron, you know he made a video of OSU Iconic Moments. No, I never copied him, and totally not my other videos as you can see here, but I made the short first, so take the L, Aaron. So let's start the video. The man behind the last jump of Citadel of a wacky strategy. Alright, so first up, let's start off with the short I made. If you go to JToH Discord server and surprisingly haven't seen this gif, it's basically a Roblox guy or girl, I'm not discriminating here chat, who failed basically the final hard 12-star jump on Citadel of wacky strategies, while he was having the Roblox bubble chat of last jump. What a poor gentleman. This was basically everywhere in the JToH community, even some people making their own version like Nox's first jump fail and some random other ones that cannot be compared to the infamous last jump. After I posted the YouTube short, coincidentally, someone who is friends with Kaliku managed to convince them to send a full clip, so here it is. Luckily, by using his name in the video, I can search if he has the Chaos badge, and so I checked, and he did! This has to be one of the best JToH goats to ever get a redemption. Skitsuna, Boom Sasok, Carver, get the fuck out of here. This guy is my goat. Bilkerman 666 Tower of Inception completion stream. So on February 23rd, 2019, Bilkerman started streaming his Tower of Inception completion, where it was one, if not the hardest tower to beat in the game at the time. And after 2 hours, this finally happened. I know this completion isn't fully legit and not perfect, as he did use a T item for an extra jump boost and use it for clipping as well. Call him a cheater all you like, but this tower was only completed by completionists who only use those T items and clippings. And with one of the best obvious at the time taking 2 hours long, you must understand that people were not ready to beat this tower fully legit. And I don't think to this day as well. Literally, you can see how many people were in the game spectating him. Also, you see this feather? We'll talk about them later. And then coincidentally, I don't know if this was influenced by Bilkerman's win, but Ring 5 was also released that day, so that was an amazing time for the JToH community. Last jump, Citadel of Infinite Void fell. There are many top orbies who tried to beat Citadel of Infinite Void, and with countless fails along the way, a handful of them are able to beat the Unreal Citadel and get placed in the Hall of Victors fame. However, one of the fails stand out more than others. On May 27th, 2024, a user named Greenbean1421 uploaded a video that showed the harsh reality of the Citadel.
What? No! No, bro!
Oh my god. Green!
Yikes. That must have hurt a lot. However, the story doesn't end there. 2 months later, he would beat the Citadel, so congrats to him. Marcus Terry. I already explained this in a previous video I made, but I'll make it short here. So Marcus Terry rose to the top by beating hard obbies at insane speeds, eventually being the first player to beat the horrific Tower of Vacant Hindrances, at a really short grinding time. Now think about it. And people believed it for so long until miraculously beat Stairway to Heaven, the hardest impossible obby to do. Then that's when his credibility dropped and how the joke of replayability was made, an exploit he showed of how they used it. Punky and the Nightshift document. I've probably said this thing too many times, so I'll just make it really short here. Punky was an iconic YouTuber and part of the cosmetic team for JToH, was outed as a predator from a user that caused Punky to be banned and leave from the game. Nightshift got manipulated by Punky and added the content of defending Punky in the document, which he later apologizes, but still keeps his word of outing the staff team, which you can have your opinion when reading the document. I won't say my thoughts about it because it's so long, and that's what makes the document iconic, is that it's very, very long. Now, people did say that there was some useful content there, so if you want to read more about the document, I'll link it in the description below. Shift. Speaking of predators, we got Koneko Kitten. He made 2 videos on JToH before the allegations came out, and in one of the clips he said,
Wait a second. Wait, hold up. How am I think I have to use lock shift or
Yep, this phrase was used everywhere, mocking the fact that he said lock shift and not the actual term shift lock, and that's how the word is made. you have to beat tons. This was a phrase that everyone used to say when talking about Tower of Nervous Sweating, you have to beat tons. The tower was made by Selvarite, and the whole phrase was started by Selvarite themselves when Ring 9 was released. The phrase seems harmless, right? Until this was said more than 2,200 times repeatedly, and was the main joke when it comes to mentioning tons. Video titles were like this, gifs were all made around it. This is just the carry tempt you, but it's the tons version instead. If you do still enjoy the video, please subscribe. I want to hit 5,000 before the end of the year. And thank you to these 7 members still. I am not saying your name because, so if you want to join, press the join button or use the link below, and yeah, let's get on with the video. JToH deletion 2024. JToH deletion 2024 was a meme from Jaru when he played and recorded a tower 2 years ago, where it had the sign JToH deletion 2024, prophesizing that JToH will end in 2024. We've got 3 more months to live, buddy. Citadel or Void, floor 9 used to be the most difficult floor a player could ever beat, and I think I can say safely that it's like the top 10 floors that's impossible to beat legit. Floor 9 by Astronaut was tuner limit for Roblox obbies for the Roblox community and proper years. It was beaten with cards by Blockerman with micro assets that the community didn't forget. Also, this was before floor 21 was a thing. JToH SE raids. Like 3 years ago when the pandemic was a thing and everyone had to stay at home away from school, this caused JToH players counts to rise a lot and people progressing and improving their skill. Thus, a lot of people can beat SCs now. Now, connecting all these players and that every SC message would be shown everywhere, a raid was bound to happen and a lot of people were there. A YouTuber named Skronix would record them and others competing these insane raids that even the Discord server would get hyped up seeing these SC messages in the Discord server too. Speaking of Skronix, remember when he beats an hard SC, he would create an absolute masterpiece thumbnail? Iconic, isn't it? The can jump. An iconic jump where in floor 9 of Tower of Generation Failure, where nobody has beaten it yet, Can would be the first one to reach further than the others and made it to the floor 9 outside. Pretty much, if he passes that section of the tower's free for him to beat, basically. Yep, this wraparound here was the last jump before the tower was completed and would have been the first victor at the time. So now that specific section is called the can jump. If anybody's wondering why somebody says that their PB in TOGF is the can jump, he would be the first to beat it, well, before everyone called him out for skipping several parts of the tower and calling his run unlegit. JToH Iconic YouTubers. Some say Punky, Nogan and Adamir to be the most iconic YouTubers, but I don't think that's the case here. In the olden days, there used to be a YouTuber that was truly amazing at that time, and that was Mediocre Commentaries. He would literally smoke everyone I just mentioned in a 1v3. He was one of the funniest commentary channels who actually used their voice. Yes, and speaking to you, Adamir here, he also has many funny moments that are iconic, and I'll just show them here.
Blind thing, it's a bit janky, but you'll be good. Anyway, just walk here and make sure you don't get hit by Sans box.
Speaking of YouTubers, there is one famous moment where I should speed, yes, the guy who barks at Talking Ben. JToH first, joining Citadel of Natural Spitting, came with a first jump toss to fall again. If you want to know more, watch the famous gamers whatever video I titled it called. But yeah, sad to see that Mediocre Commentaries did just go inactive and discontinue from making content. Not even a farewell video was made, and the funniest part of all, he said, "See you in the next video," knowing that he will never come back. Well, hopefully this video is 8 minutes long. Watch my other videos here, I don't know, get a job, work, get a life. If you want to see more of this, I guess, if you want to see more JToH Famous / Iconic Moments Part 2, then comment below if you want to see that. If not, then the 2 games the gamer will not make any. Thanks for subscribing, and yeah, see you next time. Watch my other videos. I need money, okay? Thank you, bye.